Greetings of peace. My name is Ram Hotep. I'm broadcasting on behalf of 13signsastrology.com. Hope you guys are having a great day today, because I am. Beautiful day, beautiful energy, beautiful time. During the time of this video right now, it's the full moon. It's feeling really good, really great time to manifest, attract, send out your incantations, your positive hopes, dreams, and wishes. So in this particular video, I want to talk about astral traveling. Many of us know that Halloween is coming up. Halloween is a pretty big holiday, holy day. But a lot of people don't realize exactly what Halloween is dealing with when it comes to the occult. And I'm going to break that down here on this video. Now, this video is called Astral Travel. And I know you're thinking, why am I talking about Halloween? And the reason why I'm talking about Halloween is because Halloween is, of course, a corporate holiday promoted by the Matrix, to make money. Millions and millions of dollars are made, billions of dollars are made during Halloween. And that's one level to it. But there is a spiritual connection with the Halloween, the day of Halloween, and the reason why it falls on the 31st, around October the 31st every year. Now, during the time of Halloween, according to astrology, during the same time, we cross over into a new astrological sign. And this is a key cross, because this is one of the most important crosses that we make when it comes to astrology. When we cross over from the Virgo constellation into the Libra constellation, which takes place on October the 30th, this is an important day. It's basically called a day when we go from, I guess you could say, the light state and go into the dark state. So within that, there's a portal that we go through. We leave the light state and go into the underworld. So we travel into the ascent of the underworld every time during this time of year. And it's a dark portal that opens during that time. And when I say dark, don't confuse this portal with being dark with being evil, because I'm not talking about evil. There's a dark portal that's made up of dark matter that opens during this particular time. And certain beings come through and come in and out. And most magicians and, people that are into the cult, they do a lot of rituals during this time. I mean, you can probably turn on the news right now and it's a bunch of rituals going on. I'm not really going to go into that, but it's a great time for rituals. Type of rituals you do is up to you. Now, I'm going to be talking about astral traveling during this time, because during this time is a great time to get into astral traveling, because this is when the fourth dimensional energies are most potent during this time of year, usually. And it starts now and it keeps going all the way up until January. So between now and January, a great time to get into astral traveling, but particularly right now, in this week right here, this whole week is going to be the best time to do astral traveling or whatever. But like I said, again, this whole time that we're in, as far as the sun going into Libra, then we go into Scorpio, then we go into a Fucus. See, this is when we go into the underworld. This is called the descent into the underworld, and the energy changes during this time of year. So during this time of year, it's a time of reflection. This is the fall season, so it's a time of reflection, contemplation, introspection, time to go within. And it's a perfect time to astral travel. Now, I want to break down what astral traveling is. To understand astral traveling and to be able to travel on the astral plane, you must first understand what the astral plane is. The first thing you must understand when you deal with astral travel is that the astral plane is not a place. The astral plane is not a physical place. That's the thing you have to really, really keep in your mind. The astral plane is a mindset. It's a mentality, and it's very real. It's very real. Don't get it twisted. It's a lot of power available there, but it's not a place. It's not physical. So when you start talking about astral traveling, what you're doing is people are saying, well, what am I going to see and how am I going to see it and stuff like that. Well, to understand astral travel, you must first understand the astral plane, and there's different levels to the astral plane. So when you first go into the astral plane, there's the lower part of the astral plane, and this is where most of the spirits dwell that were, attracted to materials. Those particular beings that didn't learn the lessons of the material world, and that they kind of are still trapped in what's called the karma of material. So they're still attracted to the material, and they're still very much disembodied souls or whatever that's trapped into what's called the earthly plane. Now, this is not about good and evil, so I'm not talking about good and evil. These are just the lower regions of the astral plane. So this is where your ghosts are. All of your disembodied spirits, your spooks, and all the stuff that people say that they see that, they're scared of. Now, Halloween is based upon the lower astral realm, as you can see, because most people are like trick or treat, people dressing up like ghosts, spooks, werewolves, vampires, all that type of stuff, because most people are caught up on the lower parts or the lower regions dealing with the vampires and stuff, because all of those people were obsessed with blood when they were living. Those people that are living, or those souls that are embodying or inhabiting the lower regions, they were obsessed with blood, money, material. All of that stuff ties into materialism. So those particular entities, they have a place, or a place even in the astral room that they go, you know what I'm saying, when they transform. So when you first go into the astral room, you might come in contact with those particular beings, but then as you go up higher, that's when you get to contact the ascended masters, and the beings that are dealing with more thought forms and concepts to help to shift and to help to upgrade and bring more light to humanity. Those are the regions where those particular beings are located. So you got to go through the darkness to get to the light, though. So you got to go through the lower regions before you can get to the higher regions when you start to talk about astral travel. Now, a lot of people, they've been asking me to do this video, and they want to know, how do you astral travel? Like, how can one go about astral traveling? And what I'm going to do is, I have a ritual on my website, actually 4 rituals that we have available on 13signsastrology.com that help with dream spells and astral travel, and they're specifically for that. There's 4 different rituals that come together in a product. It's 4 different rituals in one product, and basically you order the product or whatever off the website. There's more information at the bottom of this video pertaining to that. So I have that, you know what I'm saying, for those people that want to get into more advanced astral traveling and doing spells to help to astral travel. But to astral travel is simple, blood, and I'm going to give you a simple ritual. I always give you something free, you know, for the neophyte, and then I always offer another service for those people that want to go deeper. So I'm going to give you something free here, and this works. So don't get it twisted. Just because you didn't pay any money, don't think that this won't work, because this will work for you. So what you want to do is, you're laying down in bed, and you want to astral travel. It's the simplest way to do it. Most simplest way to do it. Very simple. It's going to sound hard, but it's very simple, actually. You land in bed, you get relaxed. You want to put some stones on you if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll get into the stones in a second. But what you want to do is, you want to lay down, close your eyes, and you want to imagine yourself at the foot of your bed looking at your body. Imagine yourself at the foot of your bed looking at your body, and you're laying in your bed. So you want to imagine yourself at the foot of your bed looking at your body. And that's, once you can do that, and once you can see that, then that's when you know you began astral traveling. Once you see your body from a perspective of looking back at yourself, or either some people see themselves, they're up on the ceiling astral traveling, like they're way up here and they're looking down on themselves. They're like, how in the hell am I doing that? Easy. When you astral travel and when you get into it, you start to see, you can see through your Merkaba. You can see through your Merkaba. So your Merkaba has different angles that you can see that you couldn't normally see with your physical eyes. So some people hear that phrase, oh, I got eyes in the back of my head. That's actually a real phenomenon. You could have eyes in the back of your head. If your Merkaba is activated, you can see from behind you, because your Merkaba is actually, I have a video talking about this, but I'll go into it here. Your Merkaba is basically a hexagram, or a 6-pointed star, or a 3-dimensional star tetrahedron that's located around your body. And what happens is that you are able to see from various angles, various 90-degree angles from within that star tetrahedron. So you can see from behind you, you can see actually underneath you, you can see into the earth, believe it or not, with your Merkaba. So you can see even out into the space with your Merkaba. So it's a lot, and I'm going to do another video on the Merkaba to go more into that. But what I'm explaining to you is that the way that you are able to see yourself in the astral room is because you're learning how to see through your Merkaba. You learn how to see through your Merkaba, and that's the beginning phases of, you know, activating your Merkaba. Of course, I have a video on that. It's a longer process than that, but learning how to see through it is important when you get to the astral room. So once you see your body, then you're comfortable with that. You have to make sure you don't experience emotions of fear, because if you experience lower emotions, it'll lower your energy and you'll go back into your body. So the first couple times you might do this, you might get scared. You might get scared. Many of you have astral traveled before in dreams, and you probably seen your body. You've seen things that you weren't supposed to see. You went into, like, remote viewed into your parents' room or your friend's room. You've seen things in your friend's room. You're like, whoa, how in the hell did I see that? And then you call your friend the next day and tell them, and they're like, you're some type of a witch or spook. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like, some people have been through that. So, that's real. You know what I'm saying? That's very real when you start talking about astral travel, because you can see a lot. Like, you start talking about remote viewing. It can get really deep. People get really good at this thing. But that's the first step. Now, you can do things to enhance it, because I know it sounds really simple, and you're like, that's it? Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can do things to enhance it. Like, you could work with certain crystals. A good crystal to work with for astral traveling is a really great one is the amethyst. But another great one, and we actually have some available. I'm going to be uploading it to our website, but we have it available now. Another really good one is the moldavite. The moldavite is perfect for astral traveling, those people that are trying to do it. So in order for you to experience astral traveling, you definitely have to have activated third eye. You definitely have to have an activated third eye to really experience it lucidly. What I mean by that is that you may do it accidentally, but to have control in that realm and in those regions, and to do it lucidly, you have to have an activated third eye. Now, again, the rituals that I offer you for astral traveling via my website are good because they take into account all of that. You know what I'm saying? They take into account all of that, so they show you how to do lucid astral travels. They show you how to do certain astral travels. There are certain astral travels where you can get information to make decisions. You can work with certain deities on the astral realm, and you can access and talk to these deities, and they can help you to make certain decisions by giving you certain dreams. You can ask them to show you a certain dream, and they'll grant you that dream. And depending on how that dream goes, that'll help you to make a decision. That's a tough decision that you're having in your life right now. And actually on our website, one of the rituals that's located on that product is a ritual with Tahuti. Tahuti is an oracle that helps with dreams, it helps with magic, to help you to assist and basically tapping into the fourth dimension and really understanding the dream realm, because a lot of people can't get a lot of good information about their spiritual life because they don't really understand the fourth dimension. Like, you're depending on linear third dimensional information to really like get into the fourth dimension. It's like, how are you going to use third dimensional information to get into the fourth dimension? So you need a teacher or a guide from the fourth dimension to assist you. And there are ascended masters that can do that. So that's why, like a lot of the information that we offer on the website is specifically definitely for that. So the last thing I want to say is, when you astral travel, once you start really getting into it, you want to protect yourself. You want to protect yourself. And the best way to do that is get this here. I had an Ankh. This is an Ankh. This is a copper Ankh. Copper is ruled by Venus. Very good for protection. I keep this with me at all the time. And especially when I'm astral traveling, like on a night I'm going to do it, I'll just lay it on my chest with the crystals and just kind of lay it there. And I'll have my, I have my crystals laying there on my chest like this. And here's my other crystal. And, I'll just have it lined up. So I have my crystals lined up like that. And I have my Ankh there. And when I'm laying there, and you go to sleep like that, you know what I'm saying? And you start to sleep with your crystals, and you keep your Ankh with you. So when you're astral traveling, you'll know that you're protected at all times. So you'll always be protected. And there's more advanced ways to do this stuff, but these are very basic ways of getting into astral travel. So take advantage of this energy. Don't let them fool you when it comes to this Halloween thing. A lot of people are like thinking that, this is scary, this is devil worship, and it's a scary time, and stay in the house. And there's nothing wrong with staying in the house, but know that there's a lot of energies available during this time. Really, it's not really the energy, it's more so the portal that's open. So it's a lot of energy can be gained if you really get deep into astral travel. It's a really good time to tap into more fourth dimensional energy or whatever. So really good time. Don't let anybody fool you. As far as people getting into this whole Halloween thing and trick-or-treating, and they want to know my views on that, should we get into Halloween, should we trick-or-treat? I mean, I don't even endorse eating candy. So people are giving out candy during Halloween. So what does that tell you? It tells you that, basically that the holiday is definitely corporate and commercial, but it's definitely not for the health conscious person. So like I said, stay in the home and do spiritual rituals during this time. Astral travel, tap into more fourth dimensional information, and more higher information, instead of the old mundane stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. I thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. And until we meet again, I'll leave you all in peace and love.